Today we take a look at the brand new glow discs in phase 1 of the 2024 OTB release. We've got the Servo and we've got the Drift. Let's talk about it. What's up, locals? Today we are talking about a couple of glow discs that have me pretty excited right now. You know, on this channel we love talking about glow golf. We're going to start with talking about this 6.5 speed, and if you know MVP's recent releases, you'll know that this disc is pretty similar to a Crave. What I think is different about this disc, let's not waste any time here. I find the underside of this disc, when I'm getting my hands like holding onto the disc I'm about to throw, I find the depth of this disc a little bit deeper, meaning I can get my hand in there a little bit more. If you've held a Crave, if you've thrown a Crave, and you found it to be like a little bit shallow, and you just kind of wished it was a little bit deeper, this is that disc. And even though this disc claims to have a 2 fade, where the Crave had a 1 fade, I feel like because of the depth of the rim, I just feel like I can get a better flight out of this disc. I prefer it on a forehand feel, and they've kind of knocked it out of the park with this disc, and I'm really interested to see what the kind of like feedback is. I know some people like live and die by their Crave, they swear by that disc, and I think the Crave is excellent, but having thrown this so far, I have to say I've been a really big fan of the Servo so far. Alright, let's keep it going. I want to talk about this, the Drift. I've just recently reviewed a disc on the channel it's called the Titanium from Luft Discs, and it is also a 7.5 -2.1, same numbers as this disc. Now, in glow plastic, oftentimes we see a bit more stability because of the plastic. This disc isn't flying quite like my new Titanium. I feel like my Titanium's got a little bit more dome to it. This disc is fairly flat. So if dome is something that you're looking for, might not be in this disc, but if I throw this disc on like a full send, I am getting some turn out of this disc, but I'm not like completely turning it over. If you like the feel of a 7-speed and you're looking for something kind of straight or something that's got like a little bit of turn in it, this has been a really nice surprise. When I was throwing this a couple days ago, I did kind of stop and I filmed a little bit of a talking part there, and what I came to the conclusion of was, if you're expecting this disc to give you like a good amount of turn and then a little touch of fade, I found this disc was a little bit more stable than that. But if I could get this disc on a slight ante, it can hold that line. And I think what happens sometimes, we buy a disc because we have this idea of what those flight numbers are going to do for us in flight, rather than if you can turn your mind off to the flight numbers, get out and actually just throw the disc, see what it does for you, and see if it's useful for you. I think when I first got it, I really liked that Titanium. I will leave a link to that video up in the cards up here if you haven't seen that video. I think it's an excellent slightly understable 7-speed. So I was really hoping that this disc was going to be like that disc. But this disc isn't that disc. This disc is giving a really nice flight. And in a situation where maybe I don't want my 9-speed, I got to be a little bit shorter, but with a similar flight, having seen how this holds an ante, just an extremely useful disc. I find it like reasonably torque resistant for my arm, which is, I like to say 290 to 340-ish, and again, I'm at elevation, so this is flying a little bit more stable. But if you like a glow disc, great glow, really nice flight, very comfortable in hand. I throw a lot of MVP because their glow is great, and I don't mind the overmold feel, but there is something really nice about Streamline where, I don't have that feel. I'm feeling, the true sort of texture, the feel of the disc right to the rim. But regardless, both of these discs are great, and I don't think you'll be disappointed in either one. Again, if you find the Crave a little bit shallow, the Servo is going to be great, and the Drift has a ton of potential. We got these from Limber Disc Golf. Huge thank you to Limber Disc Golf. Please check them out. I will leave a link to their shop down in the description, limberdiscgolf.com. Incredible shop. Just I can't say enough about the community that they build here in Calgary. If you're a fan of the channel, I can't recommend enough. Go and check out Limber Disc Golf. As always, my name is Ryan. This is Local. We are local.